Busted, first off, obviously off the back of a pretty draining game. It was fair to say on Tuesday at Wrexham, obviously having gone down to 10 men. How have the boys sort of been off the back of that in training, and what have you been sort of looking for off the back of that result as well?
Yeah, obviously it was a long day in terms of we set off pretty early. We didn't get back till late, so yesterday and today have just been more recovery. Going through the game, we watched the game back yesterday. We showed them the first 20 minutes and our reaction after that. So it's been more of a learning couple of days, because we didn't want to do anything too much on the boys' legs, because we know that it's been a draining few days. So it was just more a really good game for us to learn from. We were so proud of the boys after the game. They gave absolutely everything, and we just reiterated that that's our strength, our character, and they showed again that we've got plenty of it, and we just need a few things to go our way, a few adjustments, and I think we'll be fine.
And obviously you mentioned there about things possibly not going your way at times, but performances on the whole, from obviously interviews with Mike post-match, have been pretty positive by all accounts, but I suppose, can it then start to turn into maybe frustration from the boys if, performances are still positive but results still don't sort of turn your way?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we always say we're sort of performance based. We obviously last year when we were winning games, you were asking me about results then, and I wasn't raving that we were winning every game. We were talking about the performance, and that was the main thing. And that doesn't change this year. Obviously results haven't gone our way up to now, and that has to change, and we're very confident that it will change, because performances have been really good. It's just been the sort of fine margins. Obviously we've conceded a couple of goals in the last few seconds of games, which we've ended up drawing both of them. So it's really fine margins, especially in this league, when we went up. But we're really pleased with how the boys have reacted to everything, how they've trained, the character that they've shown. It's really pleasing for us to see that. Obviously last year everything went our way, so we weren't really questioned on much, whereas this year we're going to be questioned on a lot, and it's important that the boys show the same character that they did last year when we're under adversity this year.
And now coming back home on Saturday, Maidstone coming up, I think I've had a somewhat mixed bag results-wise at the minute. I think sitting sort of just above mid-table league position-wise, but how are you looking at that one?
Yeah, really positive. We know they're a good side. They've got good players. We've watched them a few times. Obviously they went to Wrexham not so long ago as well, and obviously came up against the same problems that we did. So we know what they're about, as we do our research on the teams and stuff. But we're just looking forward to it. We obviously want to put the Wrexham game behind us. We want to really react in terms of the results wise, and try and get that win on the board. And like our mentality is, it's a cup final, and we have to take each game as it comes. So I know the boys are just really excited to get back on the pitch and give the fans the first win, and give them something to cheer about, because they've been brilliant. They came to Wrexham the other night, which was unbelievable. Although there wasn't many of them in comparison to Wrexham fans, we could still hear them, and that was unbelievable. So we want to give them something back, and give them something to cheer about, and really get the energy in this place going, and get our season kicked off really.
And obviously you mentioned last season yourself, Mike, quite a few of the lads about league position and league tables, and not focusing on all that type of stuff. Obviously early into the season so far, still 40 games left I think now to go. So is the league position, league tables, is it very much the same again, where it's not really a concern of yours?
Yeah, no, I haven't looked at it. I couldn't tell you. I'd imagine we're close to the bottom, if not bottom. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. As I say, we just focus on performance. We have a big thing where we want the players to come in on the morning, and we want them to leave better players, and that's purely our focus. We want to come in as a team on the morning, leave a better team on the afternoon, and we're quite confident, or we're very confident, that we stick with our process which has got us to where we are now, and results will come. We never get fixated on results. We obviously know they're so important, because at the end of the day, that's what gets you the point. So we know that they're so important, but we really focus on the process, and on individuals getting better and collectively getting better as a team, and we believe that way the results will come as a byproduct of that.
A couple of incomings towards the back end of this week. Of course, Jevon Mills coming in on loan from Hull until January, and then at the top end of the pitch, Adi Yusuf coming in as well, who's got a lot of experience in the league. So what are you looking at in terms of what those two boys can bring to the rest of the squad?
Yeah, they're both really strengthen our squad. Obviously, we've brought Jevon in from Hull on loan. He played in Scotland last year. He was on loan there. He done really well. He's someone that we've watched now for, I'd say, a couple of months. We had his clips sent across to us, so we've been keeping an eye on him. He's a real technical centre half, which obviously suits our style of play. He's good in the air, he reads the game really well, and we think he's going to be a real asset for us in terms of what he's going to add to our back line and what he's going to add to our squad. Addy coming in up front gives us loads of experience. He's obviously had a really good time at Solihull, scored goals, got a good move to Blackpool. Probably hasn't went his way since then, so we're just hoping that we can help him find the form back at Gateshead and get goals for us as well. But we've had to bring bodies in. We've had so many injuries. We haven't been able to fill the bench the last few games. So Tuesday was an example of, at times I felt a bit sorry for the boys, you know, they'd give absolutely everything. That some of the legs were gone. Wardy could barely run at the end of the game, and we're not able to bring someone on to replace him and give him a breather because we just haven't got the bodies. So it was unfair to the boys if we kept on doing that, because we were just going to run them into the ground, and it wouldn't have been good for anyone. So the fact we've been able to bring lads in, two really good players who are really going to strengthen us on the field and off the field as well. They're two really good characters. So yeah, it's a real positive that we're able to bring these players in, and they're going to add to us for certain.
And you touch on injuries there. Obviously, a few of the lads have been a bit unfortunate, a few longer term ones and a couple of sort of shorter ones as well. But what's the situation in terms of those at the moment?
Well, we're hoping that Larac's going to be back in the fold for tomorrow. He's trained today. He's done a lot of work with Belly this week, so we're hoping that he'll be able to be involved in the squad tomorrow. Jarv is going to start training on Monday, which is obviously massive for us. We want to get him through a couple of weeks training before we think about putting him into games. Aaron Martin's working ridiculously hard in the gym every day. Obviously we're really keen to get him back, as he's keen to get back. If you know him as a character, he's desperate to come back and help the boys, but we need to make sure that we manage it properly, because we don't want to just throw him back in and then have him missing games again. So hopefully he's going to be joining in training at some part next week, and then again we'll get a couple of weeks into him. Obviously Knighty's long term. Forbes, he's struggling slightly with the thigh issue still. It's been a long term thing, so we're trying to manage that as best we can, but we have got bodies coming back, and it's going to be competition for places, and that's what we need, because we haven't really had that, and as I say, it's been unfair on the boys. They've been asked to play a lot of minutes at the start of the season. We haven't been able to freshen it up at all, and they've been unbelievable, as they always are. But now we've brought a helping hand in, and we've got a good number of players who are going to be able to contribute on a Saturday.